Hello, I think you guys know about this boss, right? He's Malinus, or let's say the Vortex boss, or Temporal Vortex boss, or you can say the Poseidon boss, yeah, because he looks like a Poseidon, right? Yeah. So this video is going to be the ultimate guide video for you guys have the best performance ever to prepare a team and to beat Malinus with 25 million or more in the mage, okay? And it's very important, guys, have attention here with this video, because I'm going to teach you specific details that you guys have to consider when you're gonna be there preparing your team. It's going to be a very quick video, but with specific tips, all right? And I think that this video is gonna help you to improve your performance in terms of Malinus, you know. And why I decided to make this video, well, I had a very bad experience playing Famander yesterday, and unfortunately, when I tried to use my Malinus team, I saved it wrongly, and I lost all my gear and like all the set that I've done in terms of Malinus and with the performance that I was having before. You know, it took me some hours to prepare everything back again in a very actually I prepared for good now, because the performance now is much better than before, you know. But anyway, let's go here now. Let's start the video. And if you didn't subscribe here to my channel yet, guys, subscribe here to my channel. It's my brand new channel. I need your support, you know. I need your support to bring videos like this. Let's build all this community all together, because I need to reach 500 subscribers in my channel. Even though I have another channel, you know, with Dragonheir Silent Gods, but this is I'm taking more attention here. I'm having more attention to this channel because I want to range international communities, okay? But I need your support for it. Mainly if you are there in America, in Asia, whatever where you are in the world, we are totally welcome, okay? So let's go here, let's start now. So when you talk about Malinus, guys, you have to think about compositions, okay? And when you talk about compositions, we are different kind of compositions. You guys can see here insane compositions. As you guys can imagine that 400 million damage, you know. But of course, these when you talk about these compositions right here, like you have to put in your head that this team is about immortal team, okay? That's exactly what it is. You know, a part of some specific artifacts that you also have to have in our account, you know. Artifacts also matter here a lot. When you talk about artifacts, I mean about legendary artifacts. And the legendary artifacts, as you guys know, if you are playing the game for kind of while already, like is these artifacts right here. You know, these matter a lot. You know, and for sure, and if you have these artifacts right here, that's the Witcher remains. It's gonna help you to double the damage that you accept where we are having in the game for everything, you know, for everything, because I know that people when you start the game they easily get the crown, you know. And why this artifact is so important, because it helps you to put the defense down in terms of the enemies, okay? And the good advantage in terms of this legendary which remains artifact is because it's possible you place that in area, you know. You're gonna reach much more enemies than exactly one enemy. Even though when you talk about Malinus, it doesn't matter, you know, because it's just treat about one enemy right there. That is the boss, okay? So that's the one specific thing, all right, that you guys know already, or you guys have to know if you don't know about these artifacts, the importance of these artifacts. But as I said, when you talk about Malinus, is everything about composition. So when you talk about composition, guys, you have the elemental schools in the game already, you know. And then when you talk about elemental school, if you don't know about elemental school, is about this one right here. In the fire, with the fire element, if you are playing there in the first season, you have the wide heroes, okay? And then when you go to you migrate from the first season to the second season, you guys are going to know about the burn elements, okay? These two kind of schools here, this is that start about the schools of elements, So you have the wide and then you have the burn, okay? So this is exactly the compositions that you have in the game, a part of the other heroes that talk about support, defense heroes, and so on, okay? You have these teams, you have these heroes, specific heroes, okay? That's exactly what you call school of elements. So when you talk about school elements, guys, each element right here, between the fire, the ice element, you have frost, and then in the second season you could be able to get the ice blast, as you guys can see, ice blast there. And then with the necrosis in the first season, everyone could be able to know about the summons. And then for the third season came in now the shadows, and with the radiance as well. Radiance, everyone could be able to know about the rally teams as a school as element for the first season. And then in the third season came the aura team. And then in terms of the lightning, you had the Dauntless since the beginning. And then for the second season came the Thunderbolts. And then when we talk about poison, that's like poison, you have the poison teams since the first season. And then with the third season came now the last one, that is the corrosion. All right, so these are the school of elements. Okay guys, the school of elements, it treats about these heroes, this type of heroes, that is the name right here, this type of heroes. But when you talk about Malinus, guys, what exactly matters in terms of damage and how you can succeed well for you have a very nice performance right there. It matters when you build this kind of school of elements, okay? For the fire element, the best one is the wide heroes, okay? The wide heroes is going to have a better performance than the burn heroes. For the ice element, the ice blast team are the best compared with frost teams, okay? With the necrosis, now with the shadows is much better than the summons for big bosses as Malinus. For the radiance, aura teams much better than exactly the rally teams. For the lightning, between the lightning heroes, the Dauntless is the best one for Malinus than exactly the Thunderbolts. And then when you talk about here for poison teams, for the poison element, well, for the poison element, you have the poison teams right there, but the corrosion came to have a better performance than the poison team, okay? So in terms of Malinus, this is exactly what the guys have to know. And then after that you guys know about these school elements, you have to know about artifacts. Artifacts are already set to everybody. Defense down, guys, it's really important, okay? It's really important, defense down. But there are some other kind of artifacts that you guys have to consider to use against Malinus, okay? That is like I mean that there are also between some artifacts here in terms of epic artifacts, and then a part of the legendary artifacts, okay? So in terms of the epic artifacts, right, guys, we have now this new here, the Craving Eye patch, that helps the tank to in terms of survivability. Another good one here, you have the Platinum Knight Shield, you have the Scarab Amulet, those is very good for tanks, you know. And then in terms of artifacts to attackers, we guys have to consider to bring the Eyeball of the Giant, you know, the Eyeball. You have also the Arcane Music box here, also very good, you know. Everything depends of the hero for sure, but always consider the artifacts that you also have attack power, you know. The Manticore here for heroes like that has plenty of attack in terms of bad skill, okay, and so on, you know. Always consider that, you know. But remember, the priority here always is the crown, okay. It's the same when I talk about legendary, you know. The Witch Remains is the priority, okay. And then after that, you guys are gonna be managing on the way to improve of other types of artifacts, as like in terms of the legendary. Here's the second options that you guys have to have in your account is the Gatekeeper for sure, okay. The Gatekeeper is also very insane because it also helps you in terms of shields, you know, the same like what happened in terms of the epic right here when I talk about the Scarab, okay. But the Gatekeeper gonna help you your team overall, okay. And for the healers, consider the mirror, okay. Consider the mirror there, because the mirror is gonna help you, you know, in some way as well for healing, okay, in terms of the epic ones. Okay, once you know about these artifacts, you have to know now the best artifacts, the best equipment for you do loads of the mage in terms of Malinus, okay. So I go here for my heroes, and I'm gonna show you guys the best, you know, equipment when talk about Malinus. So I'm gonna consider here in terms of the mage, okay. I'm gonna consider here in terms of the mage. In terms of the mage, guys, for the third season now, the best one is this one right here, you know. 3 pieces, the wearer gains an additionally 4 attacks for every 1 critical damage they have, okay. This is the best one for third season for DPS dealers, okay. But if you are there playing the first season or even the second season, always check that artifact, you know, that artifact like this one right here. I think I'm not wrong about like all the artifacts that have attack in percentage, 50% in critical rate, you know. Check it there, because this is exactly the artifact that you guys have to use in terms of each season, okay, because like these artifacts change between one season to another. And in terms of survivability, also check there, because you have this protection, ancestral protection right here. This ancestral protection also is the best for survivability. And if I'm not wrong, this is artifact since the first season, okay. You have also to consider that for your tank, okay. And apart of that, there are some other artifacts that they also have for your healer, you know, for boost your heals, you know, to the team, because also it really matters, you know. Like for the third season here, you have the Pumpeteer, like it's very useful now for survivability, you know, a part of the Mona Lisa right here, you know. Always check good artifacts between the blue ones for heals, okay. That's what you guys have to think when you're gonna be able to build a very solid team for Malinus in performance, okay. But do not forget about the DPS equipment, okay. DPS equipment, if you put it wrongly, the DPS equipment, you won't succeed at all, okay. Good. Now for the third season, if you are there playing third season, guys, consider this Precise Carnage here. Precise Carnage is going to be good for you, boost your team in terms of DPS, okay. Another one that I suggest is this one right here. If you have the finalities, admonition, is gonna be good as well, but the priority is the Precise Carnage right here. Okay, good. Once you know about the equipments, now you guys gonna have to know something very important. This is like a decisively, you know, like everything here, like this part now is the most important thing. Why? Is about how you're gonna prepare your team, your hero for heavy high DPS with the DPS equipment. Okay, guys, look at my hero here. I have attack. I don't have 5,000 attack. I'd like to have 5,000 attack, but consider always the criticals. Always the criticals. You guys have to have a critical rate for the critical damage be more functional. Okay, if you have a lower critical rate, that means that your critical damage is gonna be also very low. So the damage is gonna be poor. Okay, so this is what you have to put in your mind. Be careful right here, because it doesn't work if you have 200% critical damage if your critical rate is very low. Be careful, okay? If you have more critical rate, that means that you are going to have more chances for the critical damage be executed. Okay, you guys have to know this properly, because people are totally confused. They built wrongly, the team is right there, and the damage is very poor. The performance is not good at all in terms of Malinus. Just be careful about this. Okay, this is the main part when I talk about equipments. Okay, and if you guys see here, I use this hero. That is my Gurten, and I'm gonna bring my other hero here just so you guys have an idea. Okay, look at this. I have my Lord, and then look for the status of my Lord. Look at that. I have 88%. Okay, and then my critical damage is not good because I couldn't be able to find very good critical damage, even though my attack power here is not good at all. But with this percentage right here, I could be able to have better performance than the performance when I put this hero with 5,000 attack, but the critical rate was very low. So this hero was doing less damage than exactly like with these numbers of in terms of attack now that I have, because I improved more the critical rate. Okay, this is the experience that I had. So guys, please put your critical rate more relevant than the critical damage. Okay, if it's possible you build your hero like my Gurten, okay, good for you. The best recommendation for critical rate and critical damage is you guys have maximum 100% critical rate and 200% in terms of critical damage, but the maximum percentage for critical rate is 100. Okay, is the maximum here. Okay, and then you're gonna care about your critical damage. So this is the big advice I give to you for you improve well your performance. Okay, and I've been working hard between my runes, positive runes, negative runes. You know, I was trying to check everything to prepare well these heroes, and I could be able to succeed. Okay, so guys, this is the video, the ultimate guide for Malinus, for you prepare nice teams. You know, I hope that you guys like this video right here, subscribe here to my channel. You know, thank you very much for all the support that you guys are giving to me. You know, many of my live videos, you guys coming to my live videos. You know, I really appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate it. So this is the video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.